In her autobiography, Vast Moments, Japanese television star Hitomi Sato recounted an experience where she sat dazed on her bed and suddenly felt as if she had missed a step on a staircase. After which her soul left her body. She saw her physical self sitting on the bed and witnessed her mother and sister talking downstairs. This described hallucination, in reality, is an extreme point phenomenon that occurs when the body is overly exhausted. And the hallucination accurately reflects this state. After entering the film industry, due to demanding work, fierce competition, and the malicious actions of others, Hitomi Sato was wounded, often falling into a state of extreme fatigue and mental exhaustion. It was then, upon returning to her room, that she felt an immense emptiness in her mind, leading to the soul leaving the body hallucination. When people experience extreme fatigue, extreme hunger, or extreme cold, they can all experience extreme point hallucinations. The famous writer Hans Christian Andersen, in The Little Match Girl, vividly described how the little girl, in a state of extreme hunger and cold, experienced extreme point hallucinations in the flickering light of her matches. She saw a roasted goose with a fork in it walking towards her, and her grandmother reaching out her arms to embrace her warmly. Those who travel across vast, hot, and thirsty deserts, when overcome by heat and collapsing, often see cool, clear springs. This, in addition to mirages of castles and cities on the sea, can also be other hallucinations born out of extreme urgency. People in situations of extreme loneliness can also experience unusual psychological states, which lead to hallucinations. The famous female explorer, Mrs. Gary, once encountered a strange phenomenon while exploring the ice sea alone. As she was working, she suddenly saw a monster approaching her. The monster's footsteps on the snow made a distinct crunching sound, growing clearer and closer, as if it were about to crush her. She closed her eyes and cried out in terror. A moment later, there was no more movement. When she opened her eyes, the ice sea was flat and still, with no traces on the snow. When overcome, people often experience fear-induced hallucinations. For example, a person who nearly drowned recounted, "I don't know how to swim. Falling into deep water, I desperately tried to find something to hold on to. But there was nothing, only crystal clear blue waves coming in one after another. I gasped for a few mouthfuls of water. My mind felt paralyzed, and I just felt as if I had died, drifting down the river like a log, while my mother and relatives stood on the bank watching me drift away."